Ship visits like this to the AS Fiona are just part and parcel of the work of the Mission to Seafarers. Today, Archbishop Julio Murray, the Primate of Central America, and the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, have boarded the Fiona with the crew from Mission to Seafarers to see the ship visits for themselves.
I mean, I've had familiarity with shipping for many years, but I haven't spent huge amounts of time on board a ship, and every time I go on board, you're struck by the very austere life that seafarers live. You know, there's no colour on board. I mean, there were a couple of pictures on walls, but it was sort of greyish. And, you know, the sort of things that when you've been on a ship for a couple of months must begin to get to you is a longing for bright colours.
Everybody has known Panama for its Panama Canal, and there has been lots of contributions that we can offer from the church towards what was the building of the Panama Canal. But today, how important it is to explore the possibilities of engaging in a new form of ministry, of pastoral care for seafarers. And I think it's a new experience, it's a learning experience, it's a pushing us to the horizon more and more in terms of how do we prepare ourselves to be witnesses of God's love and care in areas that we have never done it before. So that's one of the reasons why I'm challenging the ministry in Panama, not only to consider, but to invite people who are trying to explore possibilities of what they would like to do and where they would like to serve. Consider ministry to seafarers as well.
I think it's more and more important. The number of ships around the world continues to grow steadily. Although there are fewer seafarers because of automation, that doesn't mean that the very large number of seafarers don't have increasingly demanding jobs. Modern container ship, even a really big one, can, one of the super big ones, can have a minimum seagoing complement of 14, 15, 16 people. Well, they are going to be working very hard. And MTS, I see here in this enormous harbour, incredibly busy, more than 20 million containers a year going through. I see the need for advocates for seafarers, for pastoral care for seafarers, for someone who will speak to ship owners and say, now come, you know, look at this particular issue, look at this, and will speak up and isn't a union, isn't part of the system, but works with the unions, with the owners. It's essential work.